Okay, guys, I am live. So let me wait and see if anybody comes on here and see if I have good signal, because I don't know if I have good signal or not, because I am up here at Long John. So, and I know this lighting in here kind of sucks, but I'm just gonna wait and see. Okay, here's some people coming on. So, y'all, I have my car running currently because it's cold out here, and I was going to go inside and go live with y'all, but there was like quite a lot of people in here, so I didn't. Hey guys. So I'm doing good. I've not been off of work long. And I've got some Long John Silvers. I haven't had Long Johns in a while, but they finally got Long Johns up here in Oak Ridge. So I figured I'd do an eating video with you guys and chat with y'all, and let y'all hang out with me in live. I was just going to do a video, but I was like, no, I could go live with y'all. So that's what I want to do. Um, but let me tell you what. Long John's Silvers is expensive, like so expensive. It used to didn't be that expensive, but it is now. What I got was almost $30, and I'm like, what the crap? Okay, let's see. Let me see. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm glad y'all are on here. Okay, so I'm gonna put y'all maybe right here if I can keep that there. I don't know where I should do it. Would this be better or right here? Let's see. It's hard to set y'all up on here. Um, yeah, it's like I don't even know how cold it is here now. I've not looked. Let me see. Let me see what my car says. Thank you guys. You start it up for a minute. See the temp. It says 32 degrees now, but y'all, it seems colder. Well, we used to have a Long John Silver's in our area, and then like there was a fire that went down, and then they shut it off. Um, and then we hadn't had one for ages, and then they got one. Um, they had one in Sweetwater, and they finally got one over here in Oak Ridge that I've not yet came to until now. So, um, if I miss y'all's comments, I'm just going to eat, so y'all can just comment on here, and I'll get back to them when I can. But I don't want my food to get cold, and I'm hungry. Um, I'm so sorry. Lazy's haul and review. I'll definitely say a prayer for all of y'all. Um, okay, so I got the sampler platter at Long John Silver's. That's what the box looks like. I know y'all, this lighting ain't no good in here, but I've got my car running and it's about to go off because I'm getting hot. The lighting here ain't no count, but it is what it is. Um, yes, it's so hard. I'm actually I'm actually feeling better, but I was kind of low for a while and I just didn't want to do videos. Um, I had to like literally make myself do videos. Um, but I'm feeling better now, so that's good. Until the holiday comes back up again, then I'll start getting sad again. But you know what? God's got me. So I got the sampler platter. I can't see what y'all see if y'all get it, if the picture's clear or whatever. So if it looks bad, I do apologize, y'all. Um, so I got the sampler platter. I got green beans and I got coleslaw. Um, and then I cannot wait to try this fish. Like I've missed this fish so bad. So the sampler platter come with a fish, a chicken. A fish, a chicken, hush puppies, and then the bigger shrimp, and then the popcorn shrimp right here. Oh my gosh, y'all, I've missed this so bad. Oh, also got lobster bites too as well. So I try to park. I try to park where y'all could see the Christmas tree back here because they have the Christmas tree in the window. But I didn't. I got the parking space that I wanted, but y'all can't see it regardless. So I was like, man, that sucks. But ooh, and I dropped one, and also got some lobster bites. Okay, so how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are so nice and kind. And I have missed hanging out with y'all, like talking with y'all and doing my vlogs and stuff, but y'all know how it is sometimes. They better have put me some tartar sauce in here. Hot. Y'all. I am not driving back around and getting it. I might just walk in there. Yeah, let's do that. There's no freaking tartar sauce. Like, who can eat your fish without tartar sauce, y'all? I'll take ins with me. Mm-mm. Hang on. Y'all, I'll be right back, I promise. Let me run in here and get some tartar sauce. I'll be right back, okay? This is crazy. I could bring y'all, but I'm just gonna run in here really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Sorry, friends. Okay, I'm back. You know, if you come to Long John's or eat fish, you need tartar sauce. So, um, I totally didn't get tartar sauce. So, oh no, oh no, oh no. Sorry, y'all. I'm dropping y'all. Do y'all know how weird this is when I drop my phone? Okay, there we go. It is cold out here. Man. Okay, so I got my tartar sauce. I'm wanting some of this fish so bad. Y'all, look at this. Friends, This looks so good. Mmm. I'm so sorry, Leanne's wife. Oh my, y'all. I have missed Long John's fish like tremendously, like so bad. It's the greatest. It's so good. Mm. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to oops, I just dropped that. I actually was thinking about that today, about doing some Christmas songs, so I might do a big old video full of Christmas songs this weekend. Mm. Well, I haven't been here in ages and I wanted the sampler platter, but I should have got like something else. It was so expensive, but like I said, I've been wanting this, so I just kind of splurged. But it is amazing. Let me pull my hair back here. Let's see. What else we got here? Napkins. Also got some vinegar. So when I was pregnant with mom, especially Gracie, I craved Long John so much. And when it burnt and they shut it down, I was so sad. Would have to go plumb to Sweetwater to eat it. But I would crave my fish with little Miss Gracie that's going to be graduating this coming May. I think it's May. Um, I would dunk it in vinegar, like out of all things, which I know vinegar goes good with fish, but I would be eating that, and it takes me back. Sorry, I'm squinting because I'm trying to read y'all's things here, your comments. So, and I may not get everybody's comment because I'm eating and I don't want to, like, dirty my phone by scrolling back. So let's put a little vinegar on here. Y'all, if I spill it, it's catching in this box here. It ain't getting on my lap. Man, I have missed this so much. Where's my... Oh. So I poured the vinegar on here. We got some tartar sauce up in here. This tartar sauce ain't as good as it once was. Like these packs. I don't even think I put a title on this. Ma'am, that goes to show you how hungry I was. I don't even think I titled this video. Chicken and rice sounds good. I'll have to go back and put a title on it, I guess. Pasta and meatballs. That sounds good. Man. No, honey, I am not done with Christmas shopping. Chicken noodle soup. That sounds good. Now, I didn't get any tartar sauce, and I'm definitely not going back in there. But I can't wait to try. I remember these shrimps, and these were so good. Man, delicious. These are like nice and crisp, and they're good. Yes, it is Long John Silver's. Did you say long or crap? Did you say the Dollar Tree's want to go up more, Tina? Hey guys, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to read these comments. I'm like, I need my glasses, but oh man, this is so good. I'm not even kidding. Y'all are so sweet. I've got to. Sorry about the beeping. It's getting cold in here. Hang on. Try to get and read some of y'all's comments here. Money saving with Mimi says, I dip my hush puppies in coleslaw. That sounds good though. Denise said she was close by. Y'all are awesome. Yes, Leanne's live. Where did you say you lived at again? I can't remember. That's scrolling down through here. Adeline is from Kentucky. Rosalita, we did have a good Thanksgiving. I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving as well. Um, Probably not. I mean, I want to do a vacation like on a holiday, but probably not this year. haven't took a vacation in ages. I have noticed, for the one that said talking about like the prices of Dollar Tree going up, I have noticed a lot of the things are going up, like $3.75. But a lot of the things are like, I guess, better quality or whatever. Um, I don't know. It's weird. Rosaletta, you're sweet. Y'all are just the sweetest. I'm trying to read all y'all's comments. Lazy Hall said she's having Bojangles. Yum. So I had I made that bologna sandwich this morning for work, and it was really good. We're actually getting another Dollar Tree in our area, like in like right down the road from us, actually. Okay, I'm gonna try one of these. Oh, it was good. I had it with those chips that I was telling you about. Man, they were delicious. Mm, the crunch to this is amazing. Mm, the garlic bologna is really good. Well, so that was really greasy though. Right before Thanksgiving, I had went to um, one of them's in college and the other one's planning on what she wants to do. Um, so what really set me over, like kind of like in a funk, like it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, you know, the starting of like Thanksgiving's always hard for me, and especially like right when the time starts changing, I know, like what's coming and all this kind of stuff. But I had had my brother on my mind, but it was like literally like right before Thanksgiving. Um, oh man. So hang on real quick. So my kids used to love these little crims, or they're crumbs, but my kids would call them crims, and I will never forget that. And they'd be like, "I want some crims," and we'd get them crims. But it's just like the crunchies of like the fish and stuff, and it's really good. There's no way I could eat this every day though. It's so greasy. But what I was saying, um, honey mustard. So let me turn this off. So I was like missing my brother, missing my family, and So what really set me over in like the kind of like hard place for me for like 2 weeks, Lord, it seemed like eternity, but I had went over there to check on my brother, and I had planned on like taking him to go get something to eat, take it somewhere and eat it, like at the lake or something, sit there and eat and talk, hang out or whatever. Well, it didn't work that way. I met up with him, um, got him some cigarettes because he always asked for cigarettes. Went to the store, got him some like baby cakes and stuff that he wanted. And then we were driving around, and I was going to go to get him some food at Mr. Twister's. And he just come unglued on me, went off the wall, like about, so the tattoo that I had, he was just saying off the wall stuff, like it was linked in to like the police and just random crap. Um, and it was really awful. And what had happened during that time was really awful too. And it really hurt my heart. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep going over there and like putting myself in that situation, dealing in that situation, and could possibly get hurt in that situation. So after dealing with that, after going through that freaking ordeal, and it was just horrible, it was awful. That's not the only time that that's happened. It's happened previously, but that's my brother. I love my brother, and I long to be able to see my brother, conversate with him, hang out with him, but it's not my brother anymore. And even when my heart longs to go over there and see him, when I like miss my family so bad and I go over there, I get crapped on because of his drug situation, and it's not him. But he knows right from wrong, and he knows all this crap, but he refuses to get help. I'm not bashing my brother, but it's the truth. I love my brother, but if someone doesn't want to get help or refuses to get help, guess what? You can't help them. Um, but I will no longer put myself in that situation. And if I do go over there, I will have someone with me because it's dangerous. Extremely sweet. Um, but after that happened, it put me in a very, 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 very sad, like lonely place. And it was a dark hole, and it was like, it hurt my heart so bad. I'm like, I question a lot of things. Like, I was just in my head questioning why, why am I having to deal with this? Why, or like almost all my family gone, and like, all these things, just life questions. And, but I was just sad, and my heart hurt like really bad. And I was just, I guess, getting through that. And it was hard for me. I would make videos and I would be like so distraught about what had happened, and then just like the loneliness that I felt, and like I have a brother but he's not there, and just like my only sibling that I have, my mom or dad's dead. And it was very hard on me, and I was like, I've got to come to reality and think for my safety and for my health, my mental health, and not be around that mess. And I have to love my brother from a distance and pray for him, and just pray that the Lord will deliver him from all that crap, because it's horrible. I mean, I have never, my daddy was on alcohol real bad, but I have never seen, I've seen it on movies and stuff, but I have never seen the hold like it has on my brother, and the effects that it's had on him, the drugs that he's on. It's just horrible. Like, it's horrible. And I don't like this. It's too sweet. But I would literally try to make videos. This is no lie. literally try to make videos and get them out there. I was so sad and cried through half of the video. And I'm like, I'm not putting this out there. Like, I'm not. I would delete, delete, delete. There was at least about 10 videos that I just deleted because I was just like, I wasn't feeling it. My heart wasn't feeling it, that I needed to put it out there. So I didn't. Um, those of you that are struggling with people that has addiction and you're going through that, I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying for your family because it's horrible. It's horrible. Let me see here. So that's just kind of like, you know, what was going on with me, and it just hurt my heart so bad. So I ended up getting him. So, like, after everything that happened, I'm not going to go into details. Um, I drove him back to where he lived up there, and he's like telling me, "You're going to like take me to get my food," because I was getting us a meal to eat. I'm like, "No," I said, "I'm going to take you to your camper. I'm going to drive and get our food, and I'm going to come back and eat with you." And that's what had happened. Went back after all that had happened. Went and got the food. Came back all to sit there and eat with my brother outside of his camper, and the living conditions are freaking horrible, and sitting out there to get nothing but slandered and cussed at, and just, it was horrible. It was horrible. I sat there and ate, and he called me some bad words like the B word, and just, I'm thinking, I came so I live in my area with no family around at all. And this is no self-pity. I don't need no like poor me or nothing like that. This is just my reality. And I'm sitting there eating with my brother, listening to his craziness and off the wall stuff, and I'm thinking, my heart was hurting for you and wanting to check on you and wanting to eat a meal with you. And I told him, and I said, he was going off the wall. And I said, "Do you ever stop to think that maybe I have stuff that I deal with in my life that I need family to, and I need, to be talked to and cared for and loved for, and all this kind of crap?" That probably didn't make sense. My mind's going all kinds of different directions. And he just looked at me and was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Exactly." I said, I live by myself with my kids. I've got my kids. But I said, I don't have family either. Like, he lives around my aunt and uncle and my other uncle. But they deal with him with that. But like I said, I don't have nobody. And I said, I took the time out of my time to drive this far to see you, to eat with you, to be with you, and this is the crap that I get. Like, I'm like, can I get you help? Can I help you to get help? Can I take you somewhere to get help? And he's been in different rehabs. He's went all these places. He'll get to doing better. He'll be in his right mind, and they release him. He's been in the jail. He'll get in the jail. He shows out. They send him out because they can't deal with him. He's like, he's literally off the wall. And but I sat there, dealt with that crap, and after everything that he done to me and like said to me and all this crap, what got me was when he called me the B word. And just how he said it cut my heart and it hurt my heart. And then after that, I just started getting real sad when I got home. It took me a while to get myself through it, and I got myself through it. And um, but whenever you see people like that and you want to help them and you can't, it's just like, it's horrible. It's freaking horrible. But after all that had happened, I'm coming to realization, as much as I don't want to, like I said, I've got to take care of my peace and my sanity and my well-being, because people like that could snap any moment and hurt you really bad. Oops. But anyways, off of that, so that was that. So that's where I've been, what's been going on with me, and all this ordeal. So we're gonna try. I think I'm done with this part right here. So somebody mentioned something about college, but so Katie's in college. She's been going for, I think this is her going on almost second year. So she's going for um crap. What is she going for? Um, I think it might be psychiatrist and something. I don't know. She's studying something in that field. She started wanting to do like pharmaceutical. She went for like studied in that for a little while, and then she went over to something else. But she's going into that, like that type stuff. She graduates in May. Katie does, and then she'll be going over for, I think, her bachelor's or whatever. And then Gracie, she don't really know what she's wanting to do yet. She's still young. She don't know, but she will be graduating this coming year, and she'll be going into college shortly after that. And I must say, I'm extremely proud of my children. I'm very blessed to have my kids. I'm very thankful for my kids. My kids are my life. And when I think about it, it makes me want to cry because my kids are growing up and mama's getting older. But the joy that my kids bring to my life and to my heart is the best feeling that I'll ever feel in my life, because they're my life. He thought that was my food. Um, but, and my oldest boy, Justice, he will be 16 in January. He'll be getting his license. He's got his permit. He drives really well. And after Thanksgiving, we drove up to the Star. I let him drive up there. We went up to the waterfall, let him drive up there, went all the way back down. And good. Thank the Lord, Rosaletta, I can't see. But he will be 16 and he will be going into the 10th grade um, next year. And then little Isaiah, let me tell you, that little boy has grown up so quickly. He acts grown. But he's still a mama's boy, and he still looks after me. All of my kids look after me, but Isaiah, he's like, he's always trying to look after me. Always. He's 13. He'll be 14 in April of next year, and he will be going over to the, let's see, is it 8th grade? I think he'll be going over to the 8th grade if he ain't already. No, yeah, he'll be going over to the 8th grade. And then he will be going to Washington, D.C. for his trip come, I think, in the summer or springtime. This slaw's pretty good. It's kind of, their slaw's like a sweet slaw, and it kind of reminds me of my mama's slaw. I remember making slaw with her, and we would shred it up in the old time shredder, and would make a bunch of it and do kraut and stuff, and she would can her kraut and stuff. I remember doing that, and we would eat her slaw on hot dogs, and oh my gosh, it was the best ever. Best ever. I literally miss those days so bad. Y'all, I won't be getting this sampler meal again. It's just too much food. But I was wanting this so bad. But is it the same as it used to be? No. Was it good? Yes. The shrimp and the fish was amazing. Chicken, eh. Um, will I get this in a while? Probably not, because I've got my fix on it. Um, and Opal's doing good. Let's try these green beans, okay? I wasn't too fond on these lobster bites, so some of my kids can have this. Oh man, I just can't get over um, how pricey this place is. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, almost $30 for what I got. Like, let's be real, that's a lot of money. Let's try these green beans. Ew, I don't want to eat too much and get sick. I feel kind of Let's try these couple bites and I am done, honey. I am done, friends. Hey, Debbie, how are you? I just came to Long John's because I haven't got Long John since they got it up here in Oak Ridge. Finally got it. And it's freaking expensive. Like, what in the world? The green beans are good. But I'm so full, y'all. I miss y'all. Okay, so there's that. I'm telling y'all, that was a lot of food. I'm getting old. My kids are almost grown. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. And are you getting ready for Christmas? I know, like, I think everything's went up. It's just outrageous. Like, the prices on everything. I'm like, wow. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to charge my phone real quick. Whew, mercy. So, hang on, friends. Let me turn this off. I'm burning my gas out. Let's see if I can't read these comments. If I miss somebody's comments, I do apologize because, like I said, I was eating and it's hard to keep up with everything. Let's see. I know y'all are like right in my face, but I can't see this right, and so I have to like get down here and look. Okay. Start from right here. So Rosalita said, your brother may not be gone, but you are mourning him too. The person he was has been taken for drugs. Yes, exactly. My brother used to be on meth for years. deserted his 4 kids. I was scared of him for years. We prayed for him. He has been clean going on 6 years. He had to decide himself, and with the help of Jesus. That's great. I'm so sorry, Dana. That had to be hard. It's sad. Drugs and alcohol tear people up in families. My brother and his wife are into drugs and alcohol, and it changes them. Yes, it does. Have a cousin on drugs. Let's see. I'm a recovering addict. 7 years from now, I lost my baby brother. Opiates. I'm sorry, girl, but I'm glad you are doing better now. Yes, it is a freaking nightmare. Yes, Rona Jane. Oh, I will the next time. Yeah, I don't like having to tag somebody along with me for that reason because it's scary and it is embarrassing. I mean, I'm not embarrassed about it, but I don't want to put anybody else in that position either because it's wild, like, um, and it's scary. Oops, what did I do? And it's in every family pretty much. I mean, there's that unfortunately in everyone's family just about, and it's sad. I'm trying to get to everybody's comments here. Devin Lee vlogs. No, I have. Okay, so Katie will be 20 in March. Gracie will be 18 in August. Justice will be 16 in January, and then Isaiah will be 14. He's 13 now. He'll be 14 in um, next year in April. Oh, Opal and Katie's little dog get along great, but she had to get used to having a little dog around because she's so big. But it's so sweet seeing them play. They play really good together. Um, y'all, that food. Oh my gosh, that food has made me nauseous. Like just kind of like sick feeling. I guess it was the grease, but it was good. Now I just feel. Ugh. Ashley Renee says I've been a silent viewer for a while, and I got to say you inspire me. I love your videos. God bless you and your journey. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, thank you. His foot's doing a lot better. He finally got that cast off, and now he can walk on it. So I think in a few months, I think it might be, I don't know how many months, but they are probably going to be going back in there and taking some of those, either, I think the plates out. It's either the plates or the screws, and get all that out after when that heals up better or whatever. But that's months away from now. But he is walking now. He don't have to have a crutch. You don't have to have no like boot or anything. So he's doing a lot better. But his foot does still hurt him sometimes still. So um, I need to do some makeup videos, but I just haven't had made the time for it. I don't have the lighting either to do it. Um, um, I have a huge, big Temu haul coming. Like I ordered like a Temu haul, um, or I ordered from Temu a couple of weeks ago, so I'm waiting on that. Um, and I still have that little one that I haven't uploaded. I'm just going to add it on to it because it wasn't a whole lot in there. Um, will he play again? He's thinking about playing again, but I told him, I said, son, I said, you got to be careful with that because, you know, if you hurt your foot again, it could be really bad. But he said he thinks he's going to try one more time. I'm fixing my ducks back where I had my video going here, friends. Oh my gosh, I was wanting that food so bad, and now I feel freaking nauseous, dude. I feel so nauseous. Ooh wee, I feel nauseous. Yes, girl. I miss doing Temu hauls. Like, I love Temu. I literally, when I got my like fall and winter clothes out a while back, Gracie helped me. And I got rid of a bunch of clothes. So I had to make, like, I made room to put those in there, got rid of a bunch. So yeah. Temu can be very addicting because I had, like, which I wear all the clothes that I got from there. Some of them were hit and miss, but I love, like, their sweatshirts, their sweatpants, their leggings, like, and for the price, they have, like, pretty good stuff. Some of it's not too good, but that's like anywhere else. What does the doctor say? I don't know. I think the doctor said that he could play again, but you know, a lot of people do when they get hurt, but it's just one of those things that you have to be cautious with or whatever. But it is 7:24. I don't have to work tomorrow. Somebody said, "Where is everybody from?" Over here, East Tennessee. I'm a relatively new sub. I found you through Amy. You really brighten my day whenever I see you post. I'm going through it right now with cancer, and your videos cheer me up and bring me closer to Jesus. Arizona here. Thank you so much for that. That's so nice of you. Bonnie says, Stephanie, still need to decorate. Holidays are so hard with the siblings and parents. I understand how it hurts. Prayers for comfort. Addicts need to choose help. Yes. Devin or Devon, that made me tear up. I'm so sorry that you have cancer and everything. Oh my gosh, I was watching a video today. I was watching a video on TikTok today, and this girl had come on, and she was doing, it was a gospel song, and I was sitting there watching it, and really, really nice, pretty voice, and she was anointed too. And I clicked on it, and I got scrolling through her stuff, and man, I started tearing up. Her little girl has cancer, and she had wrote a song about that little girl, and I guess she's still recovering because it had, like, you know, it had recent videos, you know, and she was holding her little girl singing, like, you know, gospel songs to her, and oh my gosh, my heart just like sunk, and it was hurting so hard, and like I could just feel like the mom's pain, you know, like, you know, praying for a little baby and all this stuff. And you know, sometimes life just seems so freaking hard, just like we get caught up in our own little trap, like trap of world and trap of mind. Our mind can be our worst enemy. Like, our minds can be our worst enemy. And I'm like, you know, there's just so many people out here in this world that are going through things that some never even talk about. Like, there's so many things that people face with that people don't even like talk about what they're going through, or, you know, and it goes to show you, like, really in life, we all need to help each other, like, you know, try to like make somebody's day, and, you know, be positive, be kind, and encourage one another, because, you know, everybody's facing with something. I don't care if people want to say that they're perfect and they're not going through things. You know, we're all going to be going through things. And I just want to be able to help people and do what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm supposed to encourage people. I'm supposed to like help people. But I ain't gonna lie, they're here for the longest. I've just been I was doing better, like for a little bit back in the summer, like with things, like I felt better. And then when all these holidays start coming in and everything, it was just like back into that slump. But there's so much that I want to do and that I need to do, like to help people. And like I try to help people, but it seems like sometimes I just get in a funk, and I just like when that crap happened with my brother, it was like I was trying to stay there, and it was kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, like I felt so sad, um, and my heart hurt so bad, and it was just so sad. Like I'm like, man, I don't like this. I'm like, I get sad and stuff about my mom and my mama and like my family that's passed. That's normal, but like that sadness was just kind of like overtaking me. Um, and I'm like, I can't. This person keeps asking about my favorite condiment. My favorite condiment is ranch dressing. So I don't know. That's kind of getting annoying. Not being rude, but you've asked me that several times. But it's ranch dressing. Um, but I'm trying to find ways to cope with things and move forward and do what I need to do in life and try not to be, like so hard on myself, and because when I do that, it makes me feel even worse. But there's just so many people that are struggling so much, and um, we just need to help everybody and be kind for Christ's sake, because it seems like anymore everywhere you go, it's negativity. Like either somebody's want to try to run over you driving, or they're blowing their horn at you, or like somebody just tooted in. Um, but I mean, that was over here on the highway. Um, but life's hard, and everybody knows that. Um, and people always seem to like point fingers and, like say this person's doing this or this person's doing that. And, instead of like doing that, instead of like pointing them fingers and judging and being ugly and, doing all those stupid things, think about yourself and think about where you should be, and think about praying for that person. Think about what could you do, or what could I do to lift that person up? What could I do to help better this person if they're going through a struggle? What could I do to help uplift this person or to help them get out of their situation? And that's just what I think. And sometimes life, like dealing with crap and like just the coldness of people and the environment, sometimes it could make your heart cold, like kind of like not, I'm not saying my heart's cold, but it can make you just be, I guess, cold about it. Just like, you can take so much and it's like, what the crap? You know what I mean? Here comes some EMTs. But, anyways, um, let's see. Hey, honey, count your blessings. I lost a husband tragically and lost a good mother, father, and sweet brother got killed. But God knows the best. Keep dancing, singing, and thanking God. You can get through it. Honey, I do. It was hard for a while, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm on the other side of it. Thank God for getting on the mountaintops. And I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Yes, I did. Y'all are amazing. No, you don't. And like people can just, point and judge. And I'm not even just talking about myself. I'm like, I see it everywhere. Um, pray for them people. Like, Lord, could you imagine? if, and I'm going to tell y'all this real quick. When COVID hit, and like we could go to Walmart and you could go in there and you'd have to have the mask on and you would like have to go in certain lines and this and that and the other. And I think that's why I have so much anxiety with Walmart now. I used to could do it and bear it, but when COVID hit, it was even more. Um, because I would go. So this is what I'm getting at. Okay, could you imagine? So this is how my heart feels. This is how like I can sense stuff off people. I can read stuff off people. And when COVID hit, and people had the mask on and you could just see their eyes and you could see the sadness and the sorrow. You could be trying to get an item and they're scared to death and you could just like sense the frantic and all this kind of crap. Is that the word? Um and then so I would be so think about getting in like feeling that. Could you imagine, which I'm not been in everybody's shoes, but I'm saying if we were to get in everybody's shoes with everybody's different stuff that they're going through. Could you imagine and could you handle that? But for me, like, I have this sense of, I don't even know what it is. I have discernment. I have, like, I can feel stuff. And when COVID hit and I've seen the sadness and I could see the fear, I could sense the uncertainty, the unknown, honey, it hurts my heart so bad. And I'm like, man, I don't like this. It made me so sad. It made me, which it made everybody sad, but like, I could feel all of it. And so I know that's probably why I don't like Walmart now because I just remember that. And I remember how the mask and just like you couldn't see people smile. You could just see their eyes and you could just see the all of that. And but I guess what I'm getting at is people are people. We all judge in one way or the other. But when it comes to a point to where you're trying to hurt someone and, hurt their hearts or their feelings because whatever you think they're doing ain't up to par with how you are or up to par with what you think they should be doing or what they're eating or what they're wearing or, whatever. Stop and think because could you walk in that person's shoes if you had been through every trial in their life, every bad thing in their life that's happened to them, like the deaths or the abuse or like whatever? People don't know what others have been through. People don't know the hurt. People don't know the anguish. People don't know all of that. There's things in my life that has happened to me that I have made videos on some of it, but I end up deleting it because I'm not ready to share some things on here and it's just not the time. Um, I think when I step into a different realm in my life, maybe I can share some things that I have gotten through as a child and um, all of this stuff. But there's things in my life that I could share with you guys that's happened to me in my younger years that would blow your mind. That you'd be like, wow, how's she even standing now? Wow, how's she doing this? Wow. Because I've been through hell and back. And I have ate so much can't breathe, friends. But yeah, I've been through hell and back. And it could have been worse, yes, but the things that I've seen and encountered and went through was hell. And, you know, there was love in my family growing up as a child, but there was also a lot of other things that was there. Seen a lot growing up, witnessed a lot, seen a lot, been through a lot. So, y'all just, and I'm not talking about that's watching me on here. I'm just talking about everybody in general, including me. We're too quick to judge. We're too quick to point fingers. We're too quick to do this. We're too quick to do that when we're all down here trying to get by, trying to live life. You know, it's hard, man. But there's just so many things that the older I get, and I spoke about this in a video and I think I deleted it, but the older I get and the more things that I deal with and accept that has happened to me as a child, or in my teen years or whatever, I'm just now peeling off that layer and dealing with it. And it hurts like hell. Like, it hurts, and that's just it. I've been through hell and it hurts like hell. And you know, that's when you know that you're really growing and things, but you have to feel it to get through it, and you have to like accept it and deal with it. And it's took me a long time. I'm 37, and it's took me forever to even accept things and move forward and let them go. Um, but you know, I had this channel, and you know, it's helped me financially. You know, when I've needed money, there's been times before I had the job that I had now, didn't have hardly much money to do anything with, and the little bit that I got off of here would help me and my kids like so much. And I mean that. You know, like, God has always seen fit for me and my kids. He's always seen fit to help us, you know, for us to get by, you know. And, you know, I was thinking about it, you know, whenever I was erasing videos and not uploading, I'm like, you know, my heart wasn't feeling it. My heart wasn't in it. And I was like, nope. And, you know, I was thinking, and during this time when I was trying to get out of this, you know, hole that I was in or whatever, um, and I'm like, you know, my channel, you know, I like to do hauls and I like to do that. But really and truly, you know, I'm thankful for the help that I get with what little bit that I get to help me and my kids. It helps us, you know, and plus the job that I have or whatever. Um, but what my heart is in this for, and like even everyday life, like, you know, I long to help someone. I long to let someone know that, hey, you feel so low, you feel like you can't do it, you can do it. And sometimes if we can just hear that one word, we can make it. Or, you know, just keep going. Like, people most people don't realize that one word can help somebody tremendously in their heart and their mind and their soul. um, but I don't know, I'm rambling. But you know, I just want to help others. Like, you know, this world down here, it ain't our home. We're traveling down through here, we're trying to help one another. um, and if I can do anything in life, I want to help people. I want to let them know that I've made it. And I say this from my heart. There's been times that I thought that I couldn't make it. Like, there's been times that I'm like, God, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to like rise above the pain and the hurt and the anguish? So many times I felt that, Mom. So many times. And then God always picks me up, and He's like, hey, you're mine. You ain't going nowhere. You're mine. And if I can just let someone know that, you know, we're not alone. And as long as we have breath down here, as as long as our blood in our veins are pumping, there's hope for us. There's hope for my brother. You know, we can't see it. I can't, like, my carnal mind wants to say like he's too far gone, but my brother's still there. And as long as we have hope, our faith will carry us through, because God promised that nothing is impossible as long as we have Him, you know. And, y'all, I have been through so much. And again, I don't need no pity here. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just telling you how I feel. Um, I have just been through so much. And sometimes it's the little things that hinder us can feel so big. And that little mountain that we feel that's overtaken our mind and our soul and our body seems so big, but to God, it's like so little. And I've been trying to like just train my mind, like, I got to get past this. I'm getting past this. And, like just those of you that's lost loved ones, and I pretty much lost, my mom, my dad, my grandparents, my uncles and aunts, and I know there's people that's lost their whole families, and God, I could not imagine that. Like, I know there's other people out there suffering too, but grief hurts and grief is real. And I was watching, I don't know if y'all follow or heard about that case. Was it, I think her name was Aubrey. Um, and some girls at her school was bullying her or whatever, and she committed suicide or whatever. And her mother was doing a video on TikTok, and it was like she was reading off a big thing about how um oh, this got me today at work. I was watching it, and it was so sad because like I have 4 kids and I could not imagine. But what she said spoke to my heart because she was talking, a lot of people, there's people that have said on here about my grief that I needed help, and we all need help sometimes. It ain't nothing to be ashamed of. But what she got out about this was what she was saying was talking about how grief, like the grief of her daughter, she felt like she was on the outside of her body and not in it, like just living like a bad nightmare or a fairy tale. Like it was like her mind could be making it up, but it's real, just all kinds of stuff she was talking about. And it was talking about how she was taken away from her and she was no longer with her, and she longed to like be with her and hear her and see her and touch her and kiss her or whatever. But there at the end she got to something about how grief, like grief is real and it's cold and it robs you, and grief never goes away. Now I don't really know how she worded it all, but it was really good. She said grief never goes away, but she said grief can't take love away. And she said, like the love of your family member or your friend or whoever. And she said somehow or another, like she was talking about how the smell, like you can smell smells out. And speaking of that, it happened to me today at the Dollar Tree, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. But she was talking about there's some smells that would come in and remind her of like good things, and then on days that same smell could like reoccur and it would just like hurt her to the core. Or there's happy memories that you like remind you, and then grief sets in or whatever. But she said grief can't take love away. And she said but grief is always there, it never ends. But like in the midst of grief, that love's still there and it remains. And it was just how she spoke of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's how we feel in grief. Like grief's horrible, grief's ugly. But at the same time, that love that God gives us overcomes everything, because love's the greatest gift of all, right? So grief can't ever take love away. And that's not how she worded it, But speaking of the smell thing, I kid you not. So anyway, so I was watching that, got teared up at work today, but it was a blessing to hear that because I really needed to hear that. So I was at the Dollar Tree, and my mom, y'all, listen, I don't want to get emotional because after this I've got to get home. I'm getting tired, but so I wasn't even thinking about my mom today. Wasn't I mean, my heart was sad a little bit because sometimes I feel lonely, but you know how that goes. There's different types of lonely or whatever. But wasn't thinking about my mama. Now, this was a good thing. So I got them candles at the Dollar Tree. I already done the haul or whatever. And earlier today, before I came here after work, and I'm doing my haul, and I opened up this candle, and it was a berry candle. But I opened it up and smelt it. And my mama would always, like on holidays or whatever, she would say, I'd say, Mama, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? Get me some candles, Stephanie. Get me some candles. I'm like, okay. But anyways, would always go like smelling candles at the whenever I'd go to like the flea market in Sweetwater. There was a mulberry candle that she liked, and one time I had got it for her. And then there were mulberry wax melts at Walmart. I think it was Better Homes and Gardens. I don't even think you can get it now. But I still have some of those, and I keep them because of that fact that me and my mom used to get them. And the smelling it reminds me of her. And I had burnt some of those last year. I think I have like one left. And I was, doing my haul or whatever. Opened up that candle and pulled it out and smelled of it. And it was a happy moment, but like at the same time, it was just like it pulled my heart. And I was like, oh man, that candle smelled like that mulberry stuff. No, it wasn't exactly, but it had that same scent that just grabbed my heart. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I could just like, for an instant, I was just reminded of my mom, and I could feel her. And I was like, man, I remembered all of the good times, and like, how much she loved candles, and I love candles. And I can see myself in her so much. Like the perfume, I like perfume and lotions and like, smell good things. And it was like that one little thing just grabbed my heart. And I wasn't sad. I mean, it tugged me a little bit, but it was like, man, one little simple thing of a candle could just. I'm over here crying about a candle, but there's things in life that's more than just. If you open up and let earth and the Lord speak to you through things, like He'll speak to us. And it was just so weird that I had watched that video about grieving and like how she put all that on there, and it was just like that happened just like that. Wasn't even thinking about the video. And I'm like, you can't stop grief, but we don't have to, like, every time when grief hits us, we don't have to stay there, but we have to hang on to hope and know that we can see them again one day, because we will. And I have to be all that I could be for my kids now. Like, I have to be that person that is there for my kids and will do anything that I can for them. Um, you know, and I know that, my parents would be proud of my kids and me, and Lord, my mama would be proud of them. Like, she got to see them. And then their other mama, Maddie, they would be so proud. And sometimes it's just hard, like stepping in that role and being that strong person and walking through that path. Sometimes it's just so hard, but at the same time, you realize you're doing it and you don't even know you're doing it, you know? Um, but you know, life's a journey and life's hard, and life is what we make it. Like it really is. You know, um, God has been so good to me. God's blessed me. Um, he's gave me a good job. Sometimes I think and I'm like, man, how did I how did I get here to this, you know, like just looking back and like all the obstacles and you know, worrying about my bills and worrying about how am I going to pay this, how am I going to pay that. And you know, God has just been so faithful to me. And you know, sometimes we just, like me, I get stuck on just feelings. Like I feel, my heart feels so much, and I can't even explain it. I can't like so I worry about everybody. I think about everybody. Um, but when it comes to myself, and when I get there and have to deal with myself, just like when I had to take this break for a little bit, I don't like it. I don't like it because I don't like putting myself first. Um, never have liked to put myself first in things. I'm always trying to, like, you know, do what I can do to help whoever or whatever. But I guess that makes me who I am. But sometimes we've got to stop and focus on us and our well-being, and that's okay. That's okay. And it's took me forever to accept that for me and to even love myself. Like, I mean, I love myself, but like I'm just really, 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 and when I say really, I'm very hard on myself. Very hard on myself. I am my own worst enemy. Like, you know, I get all kinds of, a lot of hate comments sometimes, and a lot of this and a lot of that. But I am my own worst enemy, and I can, like, hang on to stuff to my, like, and it hurts my own self. Um, but, anyways, I'm just glad that God's there for us and Jesus loves us and that Jesus sees us. And, you know, sometimes when we can't carry ourselves, God will. And whenever we think that we can't walk just one more step, God will. And I'm thankful for that. Like, I'm just thankful. Even when I fail Him, whenever I make a mess out of my own self, God's there and God loves us. And I'm just glad the Lord's helping me get past this, because I have been a basket, not really a basket case. I say a basket case within myself. I've just been very sad, and I don't like to be sad like that. Like, you know, I miss my family and stuff like that, but I don't like being that type of sad. And it was a sadness that was lingering on me, and I would just keep going. And finally, it just started leaving me. And, you know, it's just one of those things that we go through in life. Um, so if anyone's struggling, um, just know that the Lord loves you, and know that you'll get through this, and that there's all of us out here going through things. We're not alone. Because, see, the enemy wants to tell us that we're alone, but we're not. We ain't alone. Um, people always say, give it to God. I try and take the advice, just give it to God. Yep, that's what we got to do. Thank you, Claudia. You know, a lot of people tell me that, but I think the enemy works with me about sharing stuff because of negative comments. I've got to quit thinking on that, and just when I feel led to post or talk, I just need to do it. because we all need help and we all need to talk. And yes, let's see. Make sure if I missed anybody's comments, I do apologize. Yes, I do believe that. Lazy Hall, I hope you get better. I think she said she had surgery there. Um, but anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I know that I had um yes. Um, thank you. Um, I intended to come on here and eat, but y'all know how I do. I ramble like crazy. Um, I ramble so much that maybe we all needed to hear that. Maybe I needed to talk about it. So, anyways, I hope everybody's doing good. Keep praying for me. I'll keep praying for y'all. I don't even know all of y'all's names, but I'll just say my YouTube family and friends. Because you know what? We're all in this together, right? But anyways, y'all be on the lookout for some vlogs maybe tomorrow. Probably gonna go get my nails done. I need some crunchy nails, like for reals. These have outgrown and all that stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all inspire me. Y'all help my heart too. Like y'all don't understand that I can read some of y'all's comments and just like the encouragement and all this stuff. Y'all help me more than y'all think that y'all do. Like for real. Y'all say that I help you, but y'all have helped me tremendously. I'm thinking about straightening my hair tomorrow. It's curly right now, but I think I'm gonna straighten it. I know tonight's been a really good night. I've had all great comments, y'all. All positive comments. This has been really nice and awesome. I'm thankful for that. Like y'all are amazing. My sweet friends. Anyways, Christmas is coming up. Let's just share love. If you see somebody, if you have a little extra cash, buy them their meal, whatever. Just find one way to do something. And today at work, so I had bought some cheap Christmas ornaments at the Dollar Tree, and we decorated at work in our little area that we work at, and it looks so festive and so pretty, and it makes you feel a little bit better. And we were decorating. I'm like, and I had some Christmas songs going. You know how like Christmas songs make you happy but sad at the same time? That's weird, ain't it? But some of them make you sad. Um, but I'm like, I'm gonna buy some of this stuff from the Dollar Tree and bring it in and make it look a little bit festive for everybody and make us feel a little bit better. Um, and it did. Like we were getting compliments, honey. I don't decorate. I'm not no fancy decorator. I don't even decorate my own house. I'm so simple. Like I'm the simplest person you'll ever meet. But I decorated that stuff. Me and my friend got at work. We were decorating it, and I just got some that garland, and then I got those little bitty knickknacks, and like we put them up there. I got some of those little tea lights, put them up, and it looked real nice. Um, it looked really nice, and so I was proud of that. You know, we just got to push through, even in our sadness, even in our weakness, all this stuff. We got to push through because we can't give up. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm heading home. It's gonna take me about 20 minutes to get home. Okay. Um, But this sweet tea was amazing. I would really like to have a coffee, even though it's 8. Who's calling me? I don't even know. Anyways, I like to have a coffee, but I ain't gonna get one because it's getting late. I love you guys, and until next time, guys, I will talk to you guys later. And thanks for watching. And how do I hang up here? Um, thank you. Lord, let's see. Good night, friends. How do I do this? It's changed so much. Where do I go? Okay, let me figure this out here. Where in the world do I go?